So, when I was a kid, I didn't have much of a very defining moment. I didn't have some kind of tragedy that shaped the way I would be for the rest of my life or anything like that. I didn't do exceptionally well in school, pushing me to do better always or anything. I played a sport because my parents put me in one. I played with Legos because we had it in the house. I watched VeggieTales because my parents wanted me to learn about the Bible. Star Wars was the first anything that I did because I wanted to. It was the first movie that I watched for entertainment and entertainment only. It was the first time I ever saw sword fights and violence and that kind of stuff. And despite not watching it to learn values that the Bible would teach or anything like that, I did learn some things from it. So, for one, I learned to trust your gut. Because there's a line that's said in every one of the movies, I've got a bad feeling about this. And while in the movies, it's supposed to be the Force telling them that something's going wrong. In reality, it's just your gut. It kind of acts as a second brain. There's actually a grouping of nerves there that sends signals to your brain when you're either in danger or when something might be wrong or you might need to be cautious. So trusting your gut is one thing that I learned. Another thing that I learned is to be trusting and to be kind. Even though some of you might think I don't exactly follow that, I try to. But that would be picked up from like the Jedi and all of their trainings. And you might think, well, that's so dumb. How can you learn anything like that from Star Wars? Because when you're 6 years old, things like that say a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, you tend to believe. You tend to think that, hey, this might be possible. This could have happened. And when you get older, you think, okay, well, that probably didn't happen, but it might one day. So you think these kinds of things are still valuable to learn and to know. Another thing that Star Wars taught me is the magic of human innovation. And of course, by magic of human innovation, I mean like the special effects in Star Wars, right? They're so ahead of their time. Now, of course, you look at it and you say, well, those are just some giant space triangles that are put in front of a black screen. And yeah, it might not look cool now, but then it was magic. It was getting people to believe that something that could never exist might be real. It was placed in a universe where people dueled with blades made of solid light, and there were giant space stations as big as the moon. And that was cool. Because it could be real one day. Because the innovation of one person led to this phenomenon that was the Star Wars films. They went on from the 1970s till today, and they're still going. Because George Lucas imagined a universe that was all his own, something that he thought would be cool, that might happen one day. And a lot of the things in Star Wars came from just ideas that he had. And they're becoming ideas that are being realized, things that are being made today. What was once science fiction is becoming science fact. And I think that's really amazing. So Star Wars taught me to trust in my gut. It taught me that magic can happen, that magic is real. It also taught me another lesson. It taught me to always try my best. In episode 5, Yoda says, no, try not. Do or do not, there is no try. What I think this means is not that you shouldn't try, not that you shouldn't fear failing. What I think that it means is that you should always try your hardest. Because if you're not trying your hardest, then you're not really trying, are you? You don't want to succeed bad enough. And if you are not trying your hardest, chances are you're just going to be in someone else's way. Someone else who's behind you might be pushing you ahead. Do or do not, there is no try. If you're only trying, then you're not going anywhere. Now, I'm not saying don't fear failure, because failure is how you learn. Failure is how you get ahead. Failure is how you learn to try even harder. Failures are what you learn from. They're what teach you to get ahead.